Welcome to Geeks Corner. I'm Mr. Daps.
I'm Katie.
And did you know that I didn't have my note up? There we go. Did you know that the signpost at the corner of Mickey Avenue and Dopey Drive at the Walt Disney Studios Lot was made for the reluctant dragon and then was never removed?
Huh. I actually did not know that.
There you go.
I thought it was just like a feature that they like put on the lot when they were building it, because I was like, oh,
close. I mean, it was within a year or two. I think a year of being made.
Have you
Reluctant Dragon came out 41? I think it was the first live action movie to be filmed. Movie, if you can call it that. 40 minutes.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Why?
A couple times.
Why is that relevant to the film?
Oh, it's a tour of the studio lot. Like the whole thing is just like they're going around the Walt Disney Studios and introducing the world to this new lot that Disney has purchased and built.
Okay, but and then, what makes that really funny?
And then there's animated shorts, I think 4 of them thrown in the middle.
They're like, we're here to give you a tour. Here's this thing we installed only for this movie. Very Walt Disney of him.
It's a story. Like the whole thing, it's cute. Like it's worth watching at least once. Like it's cute. I don't know that it's the best thing ever, but it's fun.
Never seen it. I will have to.
There we go. I think I'm 99% sure it's on Disney Plus. I think I watched it during the pandemic, maybe, or something. I don't know.
We'll find out.
Yes, but good evening. Welcome to the last Geekmas episode before the big Geekmas episode, the official Geekmas episode, the 1 hour long Geekmas episode, which might have some sort of a return of Geekmas Dragon. We will see. You never know. Actually, we've never had a Geekmas Dragon. There was the Christmas Dragon. So maybe it'll be the introduction of the Geekmas Dragon. I don't know.
Maybe we'll get a Geekmas Dragon.
That would be pretty cool. I don't know, like 14 feet tall, something like that. Or would it be like in Gallivant, where it's my dragon pal and me? Like that would
days of old.
That would be a good puppet.
There was a legend told.
A dragon puppet that is not a dragon. That's like a cuddly, cute Geekmas dragon thing. Anyway, what should people do, Katie, before we go any further?
What should people do? People should reach out to their local streaming service and demand season 3 of Gallivant.
That's what they should do. There we go. I'm
just saying, if season 2 of Pushing Daisies or season 3 of Pushing Daisies is coming out, we can get another season of Gallivant. Also, you should go into the chat right here where you are here at Daps Magic. Hi. You should go to youtube.com/Daps Magic. You should subscribe, be part of a community of over 100,000 people, since we feel like we're not superstitious enough that we can say that now.
Yep, we're good.
So be part of that. And then also go to patreon.com/Daps Magic. We do a lot of fun things there, including a post show for this show. Heyo.
We're trying to show something pretty cool tonight.
I think.
So. I think it's very cool.
And go into the comments for comments.
Which we will return to at the end of the show. It's a segment dedicated specifically to your comments. So if you would like to see us respond to something or have us respond to something, have a random question or just a comment, we will hit those at the end of the show. But before we do that, we have to do something that's very important during the Geekmas season here at Daps Magic. And that is, we need to see what the duck is going to be this week. That is right. It is time for the Geekmas Duck of the Week. As you can see, we've had 1, 2. So we had Spam. I think I saw Whip died. Whip died. Whip won last week. And
we are so sorry to report that Whip died.
And then for this week, we have a very unique duck that's also a cat.
This duck dares to ask the question, what if it was also a cat?
Yes, it's a very interesting thing.
That would indeed be a murder most foul.
Throw your ideas for a name in the comments. They will be thrown on Patreon, where they'll be voted on very democratically. And then we will find out what this duck's name is. What? That's what we did last week.
I don't think that Daps Magic is a democracy.
On some things, we let it happen. There we go. It didn't knock over the tree.
That is the concern these days.
This tree is not the sturdiest thing in the
Plump?
world. So yes. Anyway, there is our Geekmas duck of the week. It is a cat. There will be a close-up picture of it
And
up on Patreon
I
along with
think
the yes.
Sent from Disneyland is saying that we should name it Miss Piggy.
Oh, there we go. Speaking of Miss Piggy, now let's talk about some Muppets.
Thanks, Dad. Thanks, Mr. Dad. Thank you, Mr. Dad. Thanks, man. Thanks, Mr. Dad. Thank you, Mr. Dad. Thanks, man.
It's hard to believe it, but for almost 70 weeks, we have been guessing, mostly incorrectly, about which Muppet will be honored for the Muppets' 70th anniversary. This week, I think I would be shocked if it's not unanimous. It has
Miss
to be Miss
Piggy.
Piggy. It's
It
the
has
last
to
week.
be.
It has to be Miss Piggy. This last week, we forgot to recognize the mutations, and it has to be Miss Piggy because I'm out of space on my graphic.
It has to be Miss Piggy.
I
will say,
Mhm.
I think that we should do an in memoriam segment when all of this is over of the Muppets that we think were deserving that did not get.
Do you have anybody on the top of your mind or
Gloria Estefan?
I love Meowlord. Sorry. Yes.
That's good.
Mhm.
Oh, I forgot about Pine Quackle. Lips, I don't think got.
I thought he
week.
did. Maybe not. Maybe not.
I don't know.
Yep, he's right there. Third column or fourth column on the right.
So confused.
He was just a few weeks ago.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, I think that we should do an in memoriam segment for Muppets that we believe should have gotten noticed or recognized.
I do think at some point we're going to need to do a segment that is guessing what segments are going to be in the Muppet Show special.
Ooh, good.
Like, are they going to have ballroom dance? Or are they going to have who knows? Like, I think at some point that maybe that's even a full show is like what will be on the Muppet Show, whatever.
Obviously, in my humble opinion, they're going to have to do We Don't Have a Phone.
Maybe.
In my humble
That's
opinion.
not really a Muppet Show.
Yeah, it is. We Don't Have a Phone?
Isn't that from Muppet Vision?
It's from Muppet Show.
Oh, it is a Muppet Show too.
And then they do a Muppet Vision. They do a reference to it in Muppet Vision.
Oh, okay.
We've literally watched so much of the Muppet Show together, and I always go, "Oh, Muppet Vision joke." Yeah, it started at the Muppet Show.
I forgot.
Wow. Who's wearing
know.
a Muppet shirt here?
Well done.
Who's wearing
I am not wearing a Muppet tie either. I'm wearing a Minnie Mouse Christmas tie.
Do you even know who the Muppets are?
Mm-hmm.
This guy over here, he likes the Muppets.
There we go. Who I'm betting are not going to make. Well, wouldn't that be funny? Oh, that would be terrible.
If the Muppets were number 70.
It has to be Miss Piggy, and they're going to put out a video that's like, "Oh, finally," and
it's all about moi.
Yeah. I think that's totally what's going to happen.
Muppet 70, baby.
All right, we'll see how many people vote for Miss Piggy and see if there's a revolt next week if it doesn't happen. All right, Dick Van Dyke. He just celebrated his 100th birthday. This picture is from his 90th, however, which he celebrated at Disneyland. He did not celebrate his 100th at Disneyland, although there was a meetup, I understand. Yeah. But as we look back at this, 1925.
That's crazy pants.
He has a career in Hollywood that's longer than a lot of people live. Mm-hmm. My question for you is, one, do you have memories of Dick Van Dyke? Like, have you ever seen him in person? Okay, no. Well, then I'll answer that one.
Oh, I was
going
to let us
or two, do you have a favorite movie or performance of Dick Van Dyke? Like, either would be fine. I'm going to answer first since you don't have a moment. I've actually come across Dick Van Dyke a few times through either D23 events or in the parks or whatever. My favorite was the 2005 Candlelight, which some of you have probably heard this story before, but I was given a seat right underneath the podium. Yes, the announcer's podium. And I think what happened is Dick Van Dyke read too far. And I wish we'd filmed this, but we weren't filming them yet because I I guess YouTube had just started.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually got the like how long our channel's been around, and we started in 2006, our channel, which is very interesting. Well, this channel, because we had another one that started in 2005 to play with, but that went nowhere. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It was the original Depths channel. Anyway, Dick Van Dyke read too far. Stage manager or somebody comes up with the script. He gets down off of the podium and they're standing kind of behind it, like halfway back to where the next staircase goes, and they're going through, and she fixes it like, this is what we're going to do. And as she's walking away, he goes like this and sticks out his tongue. I saw it and laughed. I'm the only person that saw it because everybody else is watching the music or something. I don't even remember what song it was.
Everyone else is listening to the story of the birth of our Lord and Savior.
There you go.
Mr. Daps is giggling.
Yes. Dick Van Dyke making fun of the stage manager or whatever she was. So he hears me laugh and he turns to me and then points at me and he starts laughing at me. I laugh at him. We have a little moment. He goes on with the show. And it was one of the few moments where I could be like, oh, wow, that was awesome. And I don't, if you've seen me around media events or whatever, I don't really get worked up about celebrities. It's you know, they're kind of just, they're other people that we happen to work with. And that was the one moment where I was like, oh, that's a Disney moment. Like that was a magic moment. But if you've come across or have a favorite memory of Dick Van Dyke, maybe at D23 or something, let us know in the comments.
Can I say a favorite movie now?
Yes, you can say your favorite movie now.
I'm gonna go for an oddball here.
Oh, okay.
Saving Mr. Banks.
Oh, there you go.
His like the build up to his appearance.
Do you mean
no, not Saving Mr.
Mary
Banks.
Poppins Returns?
Mary Poppins Returns.
I was like,
yes, sorry, not Saving Mr. Banks. Mary Poppins Returns. Funny enough, I was picturing Mary Poppins Returns because I was picturing what's her face from Newsroom, and I was picturing all of that. Anyway, Mary Poppins Return.
Keep going. You're good.
Let's all. It's been a long day, okay, guys.
Mm-hmm.
I'm never gonna recover from this one. Anyway, yeah,
I actually agree with you. I think it's one of the best moments of that movie. And I hadn't thought of that when we were thinking of moments.
Well, because there's like the obviouses of like Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, Mary Poppins. Like there are some really
Lieutenant Robinson Crusoe, USN.
There you go. There are some absolute bangers from the Dick Van Dyke lineup, but I think that
Columbo.
You know, he was a photographer in that one.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see? I listen.
Mm-hmm.
But goober.
Night at the Museum. That was a good one too.
Oh man,
excellent choice. Yeah,
he's good. Yeah, but I love this build up in Mary Poppins Returns. The incredible moment where he just gets up on the desk and he does what Dick Van Dyke does.
That would have been terrifying.
Oh yeah,
I like, part of me would love to have been there because that would have been so magical, but on the flip side, I'm like, if anything happened, you were the worst person on the planet. Dick Van Dyke Show, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
That is absolutely correct. Yeah, he has, well, and you think of how many things that he's done that inspired other things through the years as well, whether it's Dick Van Dyke Show or Mary Poppins or Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, the not Disney movie that everybody thinks it is. And
that and Anastasia that everyone thinks it is.
Yeah, but Anastasia is owned by Disney now. So technically you can get away with that now. But yeah, fantastic moment with Dick Van Dyke.
I also just think this is okay.
See, it's a moment in a movie, so you kind of did answer the question.
Sure. I think everyone should get their tinfoil hats on with me. You know how you used to hear about people living to like 120, 130, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
People are like, oh, it's because lifespans have gotten shorter. Incorrect. It's actually because we did not have birth records organized in the way that we do in modern times. So we have not been able to actually confirm that those people that live till 120, 130, whatever, actually did that. So it's really cool to me in this day and age when we can confirm someone's birth date that they're making it to 100. And also, In my humble opinion, Dick Van Dyke doesn't look a day over 75.
He looks a lot better than a lot of people at 75.
Like-
Yeah. My grandpa made it to either 99 or 100. It was a year longer than we thought it was because when we got his birth certificate after he died, it turned out to be a year earlier.
So did your grandpa know that? Or was he just...
He thought he was born in 1911 and it turned out it was 1910.
So he didn't know how old he was?
No, he thought he was born in 1911, but it was 1910.
Whoa, that's wild.
There's your little DAPS lore for the night.
I did not know that.
Yeah, that's an interesting story. All right, over the weekend, we went to the Walt Disney Studios Lot for a Jolly Holiday at the Lot, which was hosted by
Speaking of Jolly
D23.
Holidays.
And there was music. There was Michael Vargo, who is the head of D23, actually, who invited us. Thank you, Michael. There was more music. In fact, there was also jazz. There was snow, which was gorgeous. And you could walk in the animation building, which was super cool. You could go down the hallway on the first floor, so you could be in the building where it happened, not the room where it happened, but you know, all of that fun stuff. So there was also like popcorn and chips and water. Like they had
cotton candy,
hot cocoa. I think
Mr. Daps ate a ton of cotton candy. It was crazy.
Cider. Like they had lots of things to do. Games,
Walt's
a massive slide. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, you could decorate cookies. You could get your face painted. You could, they had a bunch of booths around. You could watch
characters.
Different holiday shows in the theater, which honestly, if you've never done that, it's kind of worth it. I would pick a shorter one so you don't spend the,
well, don't worry. There were indeed 4 showings of Prep and Landing, the Snowball Protocol.
But there was also the Jonas Brothers Christmas movie.
It was 2 Prep and Landing, the Snowball Protocol, 1 Jonas Brothers movie, and then 2.
I would have done Prep and Landing because it's shorter. Like if you've never watched a movie in there, you need to. Like I've seen a few movies in there through the years, but
I think one of the most magical experiences of like my life was watching a Disney movie for the first time in that theater.
Yeah.
I watched Wish for the first time there, and I was like, this is the craziest place on planet Earth to be like watching a Disney movie for the first time.
Yeah, that one was pretty cool. And then one time I got to do an event in the executive screening room, which is where Bob Iger screens rooms. In fact, I think it was we watched it was Mary Poppins Returns.
Oh yeah, because that's when you had Angela Lansbury.
That's when Angela Lansbury came out. We got to interview her. It was great. But yeah, there's some fun parts where you get to see kind of where people do stuff on a regular basis, and your imagination comes to life as you see it.
It's one of those things, and I think that you have had a similar experience. I have worked in really, really cool places. And I don't want to ever say that I get jaded or that I have like forgotten the magic of things, but it's sometimes really fun when like people come in like, whoa, this is like, you're like, oh, this is like normal. My Tuesday. And I definitely had a few of those moments. I had never walked through the animation building before. I've been on the lot probably 4 or 5 times, but I'd never been in the animation building. And I was like, oh my gosh, like this is real.
The old animation building, not the new one.
Correct.
Yes.
But still like just so cool.
And
just
it's
so
and they
cool.
light it up. Like there's Christmas lights around and decorations, and you've got Santa and you've got characters and all that fun stuff. And so there's no shortage of things to do. And it's just there's something magical about being where Walt Disney was during the holidays. It's like double magic. And the only other place you can really do that as a Disney fan is Disneyland. And so you've got Disneyland, and then if you're a D23 member, a gold member, I think, I don't remember exactly, then you can also go to the studios at Christmas, which is just double magical. Like it's fun to think of, oh, this is where Walt maybe came up with some of these ideas that we know and love today.
When I walk around the lot, in my head is playing that black and white footage of the military footage of when they're like getting sent off.
From Walt Imaginary Life, or Walt Disney Imaginary Life. Go ahead.
A Magical Life.
A Magical Life, yes.
An Imaginary Life, yes.
Sure, why not?
But
Practically.
No, I think you've seen it captured in so many different ways that there's something about it when you get to see it like firsthand and you're like, oh, the 9 old men were here. Walt Disney was here. Like this is where Disneyland was going to be originally if Walt had his way. Like,
So what was your favorite thing of the night that they offered?
That's difficult. I personally would say that I'm stalling for time and I can't think of
Mellow
one favorite
D23
thing.
is the correct answer.
Okay.
That's the cast
Those
choir.
are
They
really
were
fun.
really cute. They also had I think it's called Blow, the brass band, which we had a picture
Oh,
of
that
as
was
well.
great.
They were great as well. The snow moment was fantastic.
I have to say Santa Claus.
Santa was very cute.
Because I saw Santa Claus and Santa Goofy. Oh, I'm so sorry. Santa Claus, get out, okay? Sorry, my favorite thing was Muppet's Christmas Carol.
Oh yeah, they had an exhibit in the archives that you could see of Muppet Christmas Carol stuff,
with
which I will have an article up on soon.
Miss Piggy's costume, with the padlock prop, with the house, the Cratchit home. I literally was just standing there like I didn't want to even touch the glass because I was like, oh, that would be a violation of the Muppet.
And there were a bunch of kids doing it anyway,
Okay,
so
well, yeah,
you didn't
also-
want to get germs. But all right, well, we also got a early look, an in-person look at the premium items that are coming for D23 next year, which includes an incredible Roosevelt shirt, so a pin set. This is actually two things, I think, or did they come together? The
They
lounge
come
fly and
together.
and the Oswald ears, and then also a Sorcerer Mickey statuette, I guess you could call it. And you can either get one with the choice plan and gold choice and get one of those, or they have the complete thing where you can get all four, which there you go. If you want them, you can get them.
I like that Kermit's featured.
Yeah, that was cool. That made me want the pin
He's
set.
giving him the old razzle dazzle.
Yeah.
He's on the shirt too.
All right. Well, because the 50th anniversary of the Muppet Show. So next year, hopefully, will also be a big year for Muppets. All right. We learned this week of an interesting agreement the Walt Disney Company's made, and that is with OpenAI. And they are licensing out their characters for $1 billion. Well, they're paying $1 billion, and then their characters will show up. And it's basically an agreement. My question is, we're not going to argue the merits of this. My question is, what do you think the reasoning is behind throwing your characters into Sora for OpenAI? And what do you think? Like, obviously, there's going to be restrictions. There's not going to be voices. There's not going to be likenesses. It's literally just the characters. So what do you think comes of all of this?
Well, I already saw today Rapunzel doing TikTok dances.
Oh, okay.
So I personally, I think what the intent is, I think the intent is to say, okay, people want to do fun content creation. This is a fun way to bring Disney characters to life in a new and exciting way. I don't think that's going to be the end result. I
actually don't think that's what it's about.
Really? What do you think it's about?
I think this is all about a new way to generate revenue. What I haven't figured out is this another way to get people to sign up for Disney Plus, because they did say that some user-generated content is going to end up there. So maybe it's this. Is it a way to sell a new type of merchandise? Because at the end of the day, everything is going to come back to the shareholder. Or are they getting I can't imagine them getting a cut of OpenAI subscriptions, because I just don't think that's what it is. But I do think there is a bigger picture thought process behind us. And it's not just about, we're going to connect with our characters one more way. I think it's, we're going to let you connect with our characters, and then you're going to spend money A, B, C, or D. And maybe it's even like, I don't know, like a D23 membership or something. Like, I think it comes down to how can they connect the people with the characters, and really not to be, I mean, they're a for-profit business. They need to make money. It's another revenue stream.
What?
And
They thrived off
But that's the
Minecraft.
part I haven't figured out, is what the revenue stream is that they're getting out of this. Because I think that's what it is.
I also think the other part of me is saying they recognize that people are feeding Disney into AI content anyway.
Yes,
so they
I agree with that too.
may as well control the messaging and control the market in a way that is their own.
Yeah. I mean, that's possible. The interesting thing, I see Mikey's comment about them getting a cut of the profits also, is OpenAI has yet to turn a profit, if I remember correctly. And I think they have a goal to raise a certain amount by like 2030 or something, and with the hope of turning it profitability. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. At some point, I feel like it's going to turn a profit. At some point, I think we're going to see what this looks like as it becomes whatever it's going to become, but it is very early, and it'll be interesting to see what happens with it. And I have not a clue. What I do have a clue though about is something I'm very excited about, and that is Disclosure Day. Steven Spielberg is back. And I think that's what this is all about. Is Steven Spielberg is like,
and who's back with him?
John Williams. We got the first trailer for Disclosure Day today.
Mhm.
And I will admit, watching it reminded me of the first time I saw like Close Encounters of the Third Kind, because it just has that like eerie, you don't know what's going to happen. Everything's a little bit like off balance. Like what, I don't even know. Like, but it looks to me like it is vintage or old school Steven Spielberg. What do you think? And I really hope it's good.
The trailer started. I got 5 seconds in and I said, my butt will be in a seat. And I don't go to movie theaters, guys. This is a big deal. The fact that I'm like, I want to sit and have the daylight scared out of me. I want to not sleep for 3 days. And like, Mr. Daps is aware. James Bond movies are too intense for me. I will have nightmares and I will wake up at 2 a.m. scared. Okay. But there is something to me about Steven Spielberg when he does things like Close Encounters of the Third Kind, even parts of E.T. where it gets kind of scary.
Mm-hmm.
He blends something scary or otherworldly or whatever and brings it to your real life. Like it feels closer than you are comfortable with.
Like I fully expect us to halfway be scared of like deer and cardinals by the end of this movie.
And we might be.
Who knows? Like it just looks like they're taking things that look so innocuous and suddenly like, oh, there's something behind that. Yeah, Jaws does that as well.
Yeah.
And
it's this thing that it feels far off. It feels oh, that wouldn't happen. But Steven Spielberg brings it to life in a way that is so like close to home and so plausible.
And I hope he continues with his kind of subtleness.
Yeah.
Like I don't want it to be obvious. I don't want it to be in your face. I want him to really make our imaginations go crazy. And if he does that, this will be a home run.
In Close Encounters, you see the aliens for like
a couple minutes,
if that. And so I think Steven Spielberg is very, very good at building suspense. The story is by him, but it is directed by someone else.
He came up with the story.
Okay.
David Koepp wrote the screenplay.
Got it.
He's also directing it. Steven Spielberg is.
Oh, okay. Got it. I was like, wait,
directing.
Who's he?
Yes.
Usage of pronouns were super strange there. Tiana is snoring, by the way. I'm super excited about it. I also love a summer scary whatever. Feels like telling spooky stories by the campfire. I am super, super, super excited about this. And as somebody who loves the horror genre, I love the horror genre because typically it's not plausible. And so I go, that can't happen. James Bond scares me because it could happen. This is a way that I get to watch horror with my boyfriend who does not watch horror because, yeah, it's great. Great fun. Well, I'm excited.
There you go. I think it's gonna be great. I hope it's great. I'm looking forward to seeing more trailers, and hopefully they don't give away too much, and hopefully the movie doesn't give away too much either, and keeps you like, the best thing it can do is let your imagination go crazy and not tell you too much. All right, now it is time for
comments.
That is right. It is time for comments. We will return to the comments. I think there was a few of them earlier on in the show.
Yeah.
That
I was like, go.
Will the Geekmas dragon pull Santa's sleigh? I'm not going to answer that yet, but I will say that there is a segment in the Geekmas episode next week that might give a little bit more of a story to the Geekmas dragon.
I love when I don't even know what's going on.
Production meetings,
the Penguins don't invite me. They stopped giving my invitations a long time ago.
That's it.
Season 4 of Hannibal is what Bailey said, because I was asking for season 3 of Gallivant, and I said if Pushing Daisies is getting another season, which apparently it is, which is a thing that people have been asking for a very, very long time. I've never watched Pushing Daisies. Heard it's great. What other shows should we get?
Phineas and Ferber back. Like, anything's possible.
But what's another show that should come back? You tell me.
I don't know.
Or that episodes of Scrubs he was in. Oh, Dick Van Dyke was in an episode of Scrubs.
He played, I feel like he was a doctor or hospital administrator, and he was way more friendly than the old grumpy guy.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, it was very funny.
I have been saying that we should watch Scrubs.
There you go. We are doing, that is correct. I see sent from Disneyland, looking forward to a special PhotoNix recording this Saturday. We will have a very special Christmas Eve episode, if all goes well, coming up for PhotoNix, maybe even a day early, who knows. But we will have our first guests on PhotoNix this week, which will be a lot of fun. And when it goes up, you will not want to miss it. DuckTales did make the return. That was great. What are your thoughts about the new Disney D23 2026 gold member gifts? I think they're great. And
I don't know what I'd pick.
The Roosevelt's shirt, I think, is one of their most brilliant ideas. Like, I think that's going to be, I don't know if they can run out, but I could imagine them running out, because I just think that's going to be ridiculously popular. And it will be fun game at D23, the Ultimate Disney Fan Event, to count how many of those shirts you see throughout the weekend.
Well, the other piece that was very interesting at Jolly Holiday on the Lot is that they had vendors, and so they did have Roosevelt's there. That line was nuts.
Yeah.
Crazy pants. The only time the line died down is when most things were sold out. Yeah, like crazy pants. Absolute crazy pants.
Yeah. But the first probably 3 hours of it was just insane. Like
I didn't
probably one of, other than like the studio store line, it was probably the longest.
I would say definitely
the longest line after that. Yeah, there you go. Get your dad the shirt. He'll love it. I think they did a great job with it, and it'll be fun to see. All right. Well, I think we're running out of time. Katie, what should people do?
Well, you should go to patreon.com/dapsmagic so you can go get ready for Daps After Dark, baby. You should also go to dapsmagic.com, check out all the Disney and positive stuff as it happens. And we've got some stuff to talk about over on Daps After Dark, so we'll see you there. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
That is true. Also, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. You won't want to miss any of the exciting things we have going up. In fact, I filmed something just today that was kind of a fun surprise. But we've got more going up from D23, Jolly Holiday on the Lot, and some other stuff in the next couple of weeks. And we're actually front-loading stuff right now because we won't be able to get into the parks after Sunday, something like that. But that happens. Anyway, that is all the time we have for you this week. So we will see you round the corner.
Bye.